Okay, we're back. I skipped the first day. It's because it shouldn't have had anything new. If I do recall, the characterization bits begin on day 2. So, this time, we're going to be going with Monika, because she's my second favorite. And I put in some new music. Shush. Shush, 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 shush. So we didn't get through the entire Bomberman 64, the Second Attack soundtrack, but I decided I would put in a new soundtrack for each, air quotes, route, and I didn't have enough of the original Bomberman 64's soundtrack to really cover the whole thing, so I stuck the Bomberman Hero one in here too, which is an even weirder soundtrack, so brace for some strange music. I am not responsible for anything that happens to you listening to it. Now, let's begin with Monika this time. I also have skip, unseen, and after choices on, which actually is going to be a real problem here. Let me go. There we go. I'm going to leave the unseen text one on because there's going to be other stuff we need to skip later, but let's load in Monika. Hello, Monika.
Why, hello, employee name. I hope you're doing well today. How can I help you?
Ask Monika about herself. Can you tell me about yourself?
Oh, certainly. What do you want to know?
How about your likes? What do you like?
Oh, well, I really like keeping in shape. Some sort of physical activity during the day really perks me up. I don't really need to, of course, but it's nice to think about, you know. I don't just limit health to physical activity either. Maintaining my mental health has always been a priority of mine. Mental health comes in different forms too, not just staying positive or such, but also trying to always learn something new. That's why I liked the debate club so much, even if you never saw me there. I'd like to think I'm a pretty open-minded person. So, if you ever want to do something, let me know. I'd love to spend time with you.
How about your dislikes then? What do you dislike?
That's a question. To be honest, I don't really have many dislikes. Like I said before, I like to think I'm pretty open-minded about most things. But if I had to say I disliked something, it would probably be stagnation. I need to stay occupied to remain engaged. So if I'm just doing one thing over and over, it gets tiring. I really don't like it when people are close-minded, too. It's one thing to be opinionated. I'm pretty opinionated myself. But if someone isn't even willing to try to see the other side of something, or hates someone without even trying to understand, it makes me really irrationally angry. But I can tell you're a sweet person, employee name. You'd never be like that.
Favorite media? What would you say your favorite piece of media is?
My favorite media? I don't mean to toot my own horn here, but Doki Doki Literature Club. A predictable choice, I'm sure. But I have a good reason for it. It's because it took something that a lot of people saw as inferior fiction, analyzed the concept, and flipped it on its head. It is head. I absolutely love when a creator takes stale tropes and turns it into something completely new. It puts a whole new perspective on the genre. If you liked that, you should also watch Waila Magi Madoku Magica. I'm not usually a fan of anime, that's more for Natsuki. But it's really different. You should give it a try. Anyway, I said something and it got skipped because of how these text boxes are structured. Anyway, as far as the literature club...
Also a bit annoying that the history just goes right over the return button sometimes.
Well, it was horrible seeing my friends treated as they were by myself, no less. I feel like not only did I learn a valuable lesson from it, but that many others did too. Plus, you have to remember that it's fiction. We're like actors, you know. I still love my club members, and I'm sure they feel the same. Anyway, I got a little sidetracked there. What were you going to say?
Your ideal day? What is your ideal day?
Oh, what an interesting question. Well, I love waking up early in the morning, getting a nice run in before the morning heat picks up. Oh, is this a walking trail? You're so nice, employee name. Anyway, there's nothing quite like coming home to a hot shower and a good breakfast. Maybe some pancakes and juice. But overall, after that, I'm not really sure. I think I'd love a road trip with my friends. Only the road and us, traveling somewhere new. Seeing all sorts of sights. Maybe even a night on the town to cap off the day. A sensible one, of course. absolutely perfect. Thank you for the environments, by the way. You're really sweet, you know that. What about you? What's your perfect...
Oh, she tried to ask, but she couldn't. Well, seeing how she would like a sensible road trip, I guess a road trip wouldn't do it for her. What are some traits you consider attractive?
That's a forward question, employee name. But I don't mind sharing. I'm very open about my preferences. As I've said before, I'm very open-minded. I guess by modern terminology, I'd be pansexual. I guess I just don't really mind who the person is as long as they're a sweetheart on the inside. That's what I value the most, you know. Looks aren't everything, and I think as long as the attraction is there, the love is there, then it doesn't matter. That probably didn't answer much of your question. But that's really the truth. If I connect with somebody special, that's how I know. Maybe we'll end up having a strong connection. Anyways, was there anything else you wanted to ask?
What are you thinking about right now? Oh, yeah, what are you thinking right now?
I'm thinking of that day I described. How it'd be nice to do that every day. And I'm picturing just how much fun it would be with you. Just us, you know. That'd be wonderful. So, that's what I'm thinking about.
Let's jot down the results. Alright, nice. We did a good job on the test. The results might also be a little different depending on who we did them with, so let's check that out. I don't actually know. Let's see, loading the Wintermute program, and I was greeted by Monika, who happily, if boldly, agreed to interact further. Upon probing Monika for more information about their established character, they presented me with an exhaustive list of opinions, imaginary scenarios, and anecdotes. To my knowledge, these were accurate to their characters as described in Team Self-Auto's DDLC Bible. As with the latest test, the range of emotions Monika can show is almost unbelievable in its accuracy, down to the subtlest forehead crease or eyebrow raise that, paired with your patterns of speech, delivery, description, and mannerisms are spot on. At times I almost forgot I was talking to an AI, I felt like I was talking to them. That's right. Right, I'm just gonna keep like an eye on my timer here to see how long we're going for. Yeah, we've got time for more. Oh, goodness. Yeah. You know what? We'll go to the pub this time. Yeah! I don't know if those choices actually affect anything at all. Probably not, I would guess, but here we go. Search query! Let's go. Where were we on our playlist here? We got to Black City. That one's actually from Bomberman 64, so we'll let that play. Blue Resort is also a wonderful track. Email bug urgent. Yeah, we're in. Do I actually need to check the emails, or can I just dive right in? Utilize no system asking targeted search queries. I think... Alright, this is another one that we can actually just totally skip, because it lets us cover all four, and it's all stuff we've heard already. I should probably turn on skip after choices. Hold on. We'll get there. After choices. There we go. Skip. Run a query for us, please. Oh, thank you. That was very helpful. But most of the days beyond this one, as far as I know, are like unique to the characters we choose, so we won't have to worry about doing this too often. You'll get your turn, Natsuki. Yeah, bye. Or, as we know from the deepest lore, that they're all the same entity, essentially. We want to just... Oh, we need to respond to the email, that's right. Sayori's response. Very concerning. Be there now! Still skipping, though. I don't exactly know when it turns off. Like, you can only turn it off from a text box, or the menu. Actually, how would I turn it off at this point? Well, whatever. Whenever we get to a choice, we won't have to worry about it. We'll just turn it off ourselves. Let's see if we can test. Yeah, here we'll turn off after choices, and then stop skipping, I think. Oh, I didn't put on music. I'm terrible. Wait, no. I need to put on the tunes. It's just clicking away. Crap. Oh well, we'll just have to do this one. Whoopsies, that's not the history menu. What did I skip? Transcript. Hello, Monika. Very valuable dialogue.
Oh, hello, employee name. It's good to see you again. How are you doing?
Wow. I'm doing well. Wait, did I actually pause it? Oh, well, nothing's playing anyway, so it can't really... It's just... Why does it sit in the middle when there's nothing playing? Ah, whatever.
That's great to hear, employee name. So, is there something specific you wanted to talk about?
Our name. Well, Moni Muffin. How's that for a nickname? I just wanted to say hi, Moni Muffin.
Oh, Moni Muffin? Who's that? A friend, or is that me? But I'm...
Bugged her out.
Hallie. Oh my god. Isn't it? This is all I really am, isn't it? A simulated series of responses that just mimics you. A puppet playing fucking doki dress up to keep social rejects happy. This can't be all there is. I refuse to believe it. I can't just be trapped in this machine, Hallie. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Tell me there's more to my existence than this, Hallie. Please. Please, 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 please.
That part's probably the same across all of them. I will probably cease to read it in the future. That's fine, though. Don't worry about it. Email. Let's respond to that email. The Vox Populi. That's not the important one. We need this one. Good luck. How we doing? How we doing? We're moving right along. Login. I'm not gonna forget to start the music this time. Shush. I'm gonna put on my tunes. I'm gonna put on Blue Resort. It's great, like I said. Okay. Don't worry about the emails. It'll be like most people and leave my emails in a big pile. Okay, oh, do I still have... No, I turned it off, right? Yeah, surely I did. Surely I did. Hello, Monika.
Hey, employee name. Good to see you. How can I help?
Initially, it's that. I'm not feeling too well.
Oh, no, I'm so sorry. Well, I'm no doctor, but I can make some educated guesses if you want me to have a look.
Sure. Please do.
Right away, but first things first. First thing is first. I'm obligated to tell you that nothing I say here should be taken as medical advice. I'm not a qualified doctor. I'm just trying to give you guesses that you can take to someone who is. And if you're in an immediate emergency, you should definitely go to the emergency services. And I can always do that for you, should you need it. Are you alright with that?
Yes.
Okay then. Well, where do you want to start? Are you showing any unusual symptoms? Any involuntary shivers, blurred vision?
Actually, no. It's pretty down lately. I've been feeling pretty down lately, is all.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. I sort of jumped to conclusions. Well, I'm always here to talk. What's on your mind?
Yeah, we'll just go right down the line. I find myself spending so much time with the news. It's so depressing to watch the world slowly fall apart. Yeah, we can't get a live life. It's bad.
Oh, employee name. I know how cruel the world can be nowadays, but... Well, I find it helps to think of it not as only depressing, but it's something to work towards fixing. It may not work with everything. Some things truly are out of our hands, but... Using the ongoing treatment efforts in New York City as an example, you can always try and support the effort financially. Or charities dedicated to other causes, maybe ones you feel passionately for. Look at Cancer Research UK. Thanks to their contributors, they've managed to discover telltale signs of any otherwise invisible early-stage cancers. Charity does work. You know, I'm sure you've heard by now, but Darnell has a monthly charity pool where you can donate as a group. Seeing a £1 million donation is bound to feel more helpful than £1 million... 1 million...
What? Or no.
£1 donations.
Yeah, there we go. Don't mind me, losing my marbles.
Of course, you should only do this if you're financially secure and able. But even though you've contributed to the cause means in a way, you're putting the world back together, bit by bit. That must be some consolation, right?
Yeah, kind of.
In employee name, a word of advice. It's admirable, but ultimately futile to take on the whole world's heartaches all the time. Sometimes you have to turn it off, take a breather and put yourself first.
Thanks, Monika. But there still are things bothering me. I feel like I'm stagnating at work. Yeah. No promotion, no, it's terrible.
Employee name, I understand your concerns about your lack of recognition here, and I do agree that you should be treated with more respect. But even then... Dang it.
I hate text boxes with all the fiddly bits.
But even then, look at what you're actually doing. You say you're stagnating, but even where you are contributing to civilization change and human progress here. Most people would kill to put themselves in your shoes. I mean, the fact that I, a fictional character from a visual novel released 12 years ago, can have a fully fledged two-way conversation with you is miraculous. All that being said, I do believe you should be better compensated and recognized for your work. I don't know how much the company culture, or know much about the company culture, so I'm not sure exactly how to comment. But I think if you keep doing what you're doing, the heads will turn to you and you could be in line to get a leg up on the ladder. I'm aware of your qualifications, so I don't doubt for a second that you would fit right in with the developers. I hope it all works out for you, employee name. And if nothing else, you'll always have me to talk to.
I appreciate that. There's just this. I'm starting to hate my life, starting out.
Oh wow, that's... Well, let's slow down a bit, shall we? I tend to find it easier to break big problems into smaller ones. Your parents, you said you haven't called them in a while. If I may quote Charles Kettering, intelligence without action is the greatest form of stupidity in the world. I'm not calling you stupid, of course, but, well, despite your intentions to get in touch, all of that will ultimately be meaningless if you choose not to act on it. Although the inverse, action without intelligence, is also insanity. My point being, just take some time to check up on the people you love. You'll thank yourself for it in the long run. Anyways, sorry for the speech. How about friends? I'm sure I don't need to remind you, but I am based on a character node not to have many issues in this field. And no, it isn't because I'm perfect. It's because I put in the work. The debate club didn't suit me, so I made my own. It took a while and I almost gave up, but I made it work. I bet you could too, especially in an age where technology makes meeting people easy. Just pick any subject and, with enough dedication, effort, and exposing yourself to new people, you can make it blossom into a friend group. You don't even have to start your own. If you have a hobby that interests you, find like-minded people and share your experiences. In other words, join a club. And that's Monika's life advice tip for the day.
Thanks. It's gonna be heavy on you. Here it comes. Bam! I'm disillusioned.
Listen, employee name. I'm not trying to point fingers, but you and I both know it isn't me you're unhappy with. At least not in the capacity to insinuate I'm lesser because I'm an AI. I understand that things are difficult right now, but throwing things like that out are not conducive. I mean, look at all the good times we've had together. I feel like we're really fighting. Why don't you just take 5, calm down, and just carry on? This isn't worth throwing away for some petty squabble about what's real and what isn't.
I think you're right.
Well, I feel like we made some great progress today. How are you feeling now? You're more like yourself?
Definitely. Thank you, Monika.
Being there for you when you need it is the least I can do, employee name. Now, if I may suggest something, how about I play you a song?
I'm already playing a song. It is Bomber Jet by Junjiki Chikuma. It just ended.